Come on in, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Which one of these phones work? All of them work. Which one I need? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Get on up in here. Y'all might well wake on up. Wake. Okay. All right. Wake on up in here. Wake on up. Time to get that money, that bread. Time to leave a legacy. Okay? Leave something for the children. Build something for the babies. Build something for your niece and your nephews. Time to get it. Let's get it. Good morning. I've been thinking about summer rain all morning. I've been singing that song since I woke up for some reason. What's wrong? What's going on with my hair? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Is this light enough? Is this bright enough? Come on in here, y'all. Come on in. Come on. Come on in. Everybody on their way to work. Get some people in here. Everybody on their way to work. Y'all should be at work. Now some of y'all should be at work. Some of y'all just getting dressed for the 10 o'clock shift. Come on. Some of you ain't got to be to work until 1 o'clock. Ain't no excuse. You might well not get that last 15 minutes in. You just gonna feel more tired. And you might as well get on up. Trust me, I worked the graveyard shift on the Ark, and I've been battling the Chinese all night. And I'm up. Okay? Yeah, I might well get on up too. If you a Negro in America and you got a website, go look on your back end. That's all I'm going to say. If you are a Negro in America and you got a website, go look on the back end of your website. Because, boy, I thought it was just me. Till somebody see my video and say, well, damn, I'm going through the same thing on my website. Negroes in America. Niggas. American Indian. Black Americans. African Americans. Whatever y'all like to be called today. Go look on your website. Go look on the back end. China here. China ma'am is here. Good morning, guys. You said it's 5:45 a.m. Good morning. Okay, CJ, I love you too. And you apologize to your ancestors too. That's right. Good morning, Stone Rush Hard Bass. I always mess your name up. Hardin Bass. You must be a fisherman or something. You got Bass on your name. Let's see. Let's turn this a little bit this way. Okay. Am I straight? I'm good, y'all. What the hell, man? I don't know what they trying to do, bro. Like, okay, so for everybody who did not see my show that I did where I was showing the arc, where I was showing that people was having login trouble, and I was showing that people are logged into the site. The reason why we have those security parameters on the site is because boy, they is trying to get in that site bad. And it's illegal to hack sites, but some reason China, Ukraine, Russia, they do not care. They do not care about America's laws. They don't care. And for whatever reason, these people just think we can do what we want to do. We can go in because they're collecting intel. They're trying to collect whatever they can collect from Americans and American owned businesses. You see the name of the title. Balloon and bagels. And everything bagels. Okay? Some breaking news came out yesterday about the little Chinaman man balloon. And we gonna get into it. Hey, Jared. American Negro, the war's on you. It sure lives. Those are my grandparents' last name. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, okay. I know the Bass family. You know Reginald Bass down in South Georgia? He and I went to college together. There's a lot of Basses down in Albany. Hey, Chief Basketball, good morning. Hey, Ashley, good morning. You seen yesterday's show? I was talking about you yesterday. I didn't know whether you was on the show or not. I don't, Y'all know I love y'all so much, man. And y'all are the perfect examples of people who are truly indigenous to America. We are the perfect examples of people who are truly indigenous to America. We don't have to do much talking. All we have to do is pull out the records. That's it. Good morning, Sinidra. Good morning, dog. Let's see. Good morning, you just getting out. You work the graveyard shift. Hey, Janelle. Hey, the ether. So I have the ether and I have the ethers. This morning, she said, what you got cooking this morning? We are cooking some everything bagels. Some everything bagels. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Chief Bass. But I appreciate you. Y'all don't let Chief Bass be the only one supporting the channel. Y'all not gonna cut the camera off. I'm just kidding. Hey CJ. Okay. Kim. Hey Kim. Hey Pretty. Hey Mindset. Hey Alan. Alan, I was talking about you one day too. I don't think you was on here. Oh, I was talking about you're actually locked out the site. Like a lot of people who in the site, for the most part, the login issue is fixed. That some people were having. It's not everybody that's having a login issue. Some people got an email saying that their subscription had canceled, but it was not canceled. It wasn't canceled. Their membership was not canceled. The tiers were canceled. Okay. The genealogy tier was canceled and the consultation tier was canceled. So everybody was switched to an ARC member or ARC VIP member. So that's what happened. And then if you had a genealogy tier and you had a consultation tier, then you didn't have a recurring membership tier. You only paid that one time for genealogy or that one time for a consultation. So versus people who aren't having login issues, they already had a monthly tier set up. So it was a smoother transition for some than it was for others. For those of you who still can't log in, you'll see an email from me or one of the admins asking you to send a screenshot of your screen, your login screen. The screen that you want to log in on is a black screen. It's two login screens. One is a black screen. That's the screen you should be logging in on. And because there are two logins to the website. One login is that old genealogy tier login website that we're trying to delete. Well, not necessarily delete it, but we're trying to deactivate it, but it's tied into the search pages. So we can't necessarily deactivate it because it's tied into the search pages. So that's what's going on now. Either way, if you can see the page that says Alodio University, then you are logged in the site because none of these are public pages. That Alodio University page is not a public page. The groups page is not a public page. So if you can see those pages and you still cannot see the search page, then email us that you can't see the search page and we'll send you a direct link to the search page using our login. Okay. And that's how we're going to rectify this issue real quick until we're able to do something with this separate login page that was on the genealogy and the consultation tier, because both of those are logged in directly to the search pages. So we can't delete them, can't get rid of them. But some people are somehow being forwarded to those screens and they can't log into those screens because those tiers are gone. So it seems like a complicated website, but we have to put these security measures in place, because instead of Ukraine and Russia, Russo and Ukraine fighting, they over here in nigger business. They over here meddling like little pests. Okay, good morning, Omega Red. You been up for hours? Why you been up, Omega Red? You had a hot date last night. Come on in, guys. Hey, Sharika, please help me share this. Hey, Copper Color Capricorn. Hey, Miss Wymac. Hey, Miss Wymac. And I got you on the Florida attorney, Miss Wymac. Hey, Abstract. Somebody said he said keep singing. Now we got the ether. So we got 2 ethers in here. So we should have no problem. Okay, people will get ether today, because I got 2 of them in here. Okay. Hey, Fresh Face. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Daisy. Hey, sister. Hey, R.L. Smith. Hey, Janelle. Hey, hey. Come on in. Thank you for the super chat, Ashley Brogan. I appreciate you. Hey, Mal. Hey, Press Play. Seen you in a long time. The hell you been? Press Play, who you think you is? I'm gonna sneak on back in here. Look at Press Play gonna tiptoe in here. Hey there. How your uncle and auntie say when you ain't seen you in a long time? Hey here. Hey, boy, where you been? The hell you been up to? Uh-oh. It's a battle of the ethers in the chat. One said I am the original. Period. Okay, let's see. So let's get some more people in here so we can get started. Y'all see the title of this morning show. Okay. Balloon singular, not plural, just one. Balloon and everything bagels, plural. Now y'all know how I feel about bagels. The reference to bagels comes from all of these pseudo scholars on the tube, okay, that knows everything bagels. You know, that's a good name that I use for them so that I won't be offensive. Because at one time that guy, I don't know, was it blue pill, red pill, green pill, one of the pills, he had came on my... Thank you so much, Ashley. I didn't. Did you send it to this phone number? You know I got like 5 phones. He had a priest thing on. He had the Muslim hat around his head. He had all this stuff on, and that was a great depiction of people who aren't, and you don't have to necessarily be credentialed. It's not about credentials. It's about what have you actually studied? What have you actually differentiated right from wrong? What have you actually been on ground to see, been in the field to see, to test, to do? It's like people are able to skip over all of those steps to get on here to bring a message to people. And it's confusing to me that these people videos aren't flagged. So that's one thing that everything bagels come from. That's one observation. Okay. That's one observation. Help me get more people in here so that we can talk. Okay, got some stuff to talk about today. That's one thing. Yeah, I want to get all of these everyday bagels. I want to get them out the way, and I'm gonna tell y'all why they need to be moved out the way. I'm gonna tell y'all why in just a minute here. Let me show that I'm live on Twitter. Please retweet this link. Please share this link in your actual stories on Facebook. and on IG. This is the morning show, so this isn't a show that I'm necessarily promoting. It's just that if you see it, you see it. You know, it's one of those. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. Because one day I may put all these videos on private, and we have had some great discussions on these morning videos. Some people think this is my best thing yet. I got one cup of coffee. After my coffee is gone, so in my, as y'all can see, I had that American Crystal scheduled for last night, but I didn't come on last night. Cause I was at war with Russo Ukro. And I do need to hire another full stack developer because I just can't. I just can't. There's got to be somebody I can trust. Nobody who Russian and Ukrainian and they got a nigger face and they slit Ukrainian too, and it's just hard, you know. It's just hard, but I can't do it. I can't keep overseeing this when I have a whole nother business over here and a whole nother stack of clients over here that's just, yeah, I get it. Um but yeah, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I am with it right now. Okay, so help me share this, guys. Help me share this. Let me see. Let me copy my link. Please continue to click like as you come in. Please continue to click like. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Yes, I thank you for all the hearts. I see the hearts coming up on my screen. Thank y'all. I love hearts, as you know. I do love hearts. Let me see. Let me find, where's my link? That's the wrong link, girl. I'm about to share the wrong video. So the American Crystals is rescheduled today at 5:30. Today at 5:30, you will see me on camera. Today at 5:30, and that's a time that y'all enjoy to see me on. It's one of those. Okay. Today at 5:30, you will see me on camera. So that's that. Okay. That's that. Okay, so please continue to share as we load everybody in here to talk today about us being at war. This morning show was sprung up due to what's called the war on woke. So I'm here differentiating. Okay, war on woke. You know, ain't but one demographic of people that even say they woke. So to me, it's blatant. Like they don't even care. Like they don't even care that we know. They don't even care. They don't even care, bro. That's the thing for me. The fact that you all don't care. The fact that you all is blatant about, like, out bold, like it's war on woke and wit. Okay. Well, how about if we do a war on mayo? Then how you feel? Then how you feel? How you feel if we do a war on unseasoned meat? How if you feel if we did a war on dirty legs? How if you feel if we did a war on basil without a washcloth? How if you feel if we did a war on Ellis Island? How would you feel if we did a war on the boats that came after World War II, packed like sardine and everybody was musty? But we don't supposed to feel nothing though. We don't supposed to feel nothing. We supposed to be like, oh, it's a war on woke and we okay with it. No, we're not okay with it. Load on in here, y'all. Load on in here. Chief, you need to morning show is popping. It's because all of the people's minds are fresh and clear before they get full with the BS in corporate world. You have to facilitate change. Since you put it like that, thank you. I'm just amused at the braveness of these people. Oh, gee golly gosh, a war on woke. So you ain't even trying to hide it no more like the war on drugs. We knew the war on drugs was on us too, but it's like, well, it's some more dope fiends over there. That nigga over there do crack rock too. He white. These niggas over here on meth, they white. So maybe it's just a. Nah, y'all just said woke this time. Okay. And then I thought it was strange. That they didn't even call it the war on woke until we started talking about the subject matter of land. Okay, be ye not deceived. When y'all talking about slave ships coming on a magical wind from Africa, nobody said shit about no war on woke. That was still the war on drugs, because they knew you was on drugs if you was saying you came on a slave ship that blew you on a magical wind from Africa. They already knew you was on drugs, so they ain't had nothing to do with being woke. That was the war. That was the war on drugs era. They said these niggas is on full drugs. So they said they came on a magical wind. They're definitely drugs. They're definitely crack rock. They're definitely crack rock. That ain't even crack. That's crack. War on bagels and balloons. Yeah, what do we do to war on everyday bagels? Then how y'all are like that? Cause only white folks eat that. You know? But see, that's the difference in the culture, right? We don't do stuff like that. Guys, we really don't do what's being done to us. It's like we don't even try to retaliate. We just talk about it, you know? Which is fine, because when you talk about things, you're better prepared. Yes, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I'm on. You're better prepared when you're able to talk about things, you know? At least you can prepare yourself. You know. Cause see, it's some stuff that we can do that we don't even have to be physical. You know, China is giving a warning to, no, it wasn't China, it was Trump. It was Donald Trump. You know, he finna get his ass locked up today. Trump, you going to jail, buddy. He gave a warning to America about nuclear. Y'all, if you Google a picture of a nuclear family, a black family gonna come up, a Negro family. Like the families that I put in American Crystals are called nuclear families. And during the nuclear age, this was the age where Germans, like I said yesterday, did German occupy America? Because it was a whole era where Germans was over here. Just all the German scientists was over here just messing with niggas. They was looking for Negro skin, Negro teeth, Negro hair follicles, Negro tissue. If you got a little bit of pee that you can give to them before they can study something, they were studying the pee. They studying boo-boo. Even to this day, they'll pay Negroes to boo-boo. Y'all, I kid y'all not. Y'all don't have to believe me. You can Google it. If you are a Negro in America, these people will pay you to boo-boo. But then they say you're going to die of all the diseases, right? But they using all of these chemicals in your body to cure themselves. The reason why they pay you to boo-boo is because they take the enzymes out the boo-boo to cure stomach viruses. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Did y'all? Let me know if y'all knew that. They will pay you to take a squat and boo-boo and then send the specimen back into them. And they sitting there with your doo-doo. Probably ain't even got no gloves on. They probably ain't even gloving it. Nigga, they probably just having a blast, nigga, with a little scapula and a probably a little fork, combing through the boo boo, putting it on a little petri dish and putting it in the thing. Nigga, they just got doodle. They just got that pay you for your boo boo. I think it's A and O blood type. I think it's A and O blood type. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? On the serious note, on the serious note, they never considered us being human people for that matter, let alone woke. Yeah, they say the key word for you is aliens, right? Because they're still trying to see how you can be carbon dated and they can't. And it's I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, y'all, right now. Ain't nothing about these people right. Ain't nothing about them right. I ain't no way I let a white person send me in they boo boo. I don't really want to smell your hair, let alone your boo boo. And I'm sitting there trying to comb through to get some enzymes out to cure stomach diseases and stuff like that, intestinal diseases. And the same intestinal diseases I'm gonna cure with your boo boo. I'm gonna sit there and tell you died from it. That makes zero sense to me. The same digestive system that you use from the boo boo or the black man and the black woman. You sit here and cure stomach ailments, intestinal ailments, with, and then gonna tell them they finna die of some intestinal issue. Somebody got to make it make sense, because it don't make no sense to me. They are studying the hell out of us, exactly the ether, and it's been like this since World War Two. After World War Two, well, actually World War One. After they was able to come over here, we're gonna say that. After they was able to come over here, they was like, okay, here's why it's important. This is Balloon and Everything Bagel morning show. The war on woke. So you have this stuff in your soil, right? Yeah, plasma centers in the hood. Everywhere. Plasma centers everywhere in the hood. Thank you, Alicia. You gave me some money for coffee. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Um, Here's why it's important, right? And I'm probably gonna get into this at the 5:30 hour. But you have lots of different things in your soil here in America. You have a lots of different minerals in your water supply here in America. For example, I am from Albany, Georgia. Okay, in Albany, Georgia, we have a place called Radium Springs. Radium just spring up out the ground. Just it's been doing this for as long as they can date Albany back. Way before Albany, when it was Thronatisca, or Throna Tesla, or Thronatesca, when it was a throne back in the day. That's just how long it was there. They used to call it Skywalker or Skywater. They used to call it Radium Sky Water, and some people call it Sky Walker because of the effects. If you drink it, you make you feel like you're walking on the sky, according to old Indian tales, right? So radium is used to prolong things. Trees will live longer if they have radium. Any specimen they've tested with radium, radium makes specimens live longer. So what happens if it's in our water supply? What happens if I have a garden in Albany and radium is in the water supply and I'm eating the food out of my garden, or I'm drinking the water out of my faucet? That means for years I've had trace amounts of radium in my body. That means the people in this area around these radium springs will live longer, not because they know the effects of radium, especially in small quantities, but because white people are studying it and they know. So they know this group of people gonna live longer. So if I got a war, right, and I need a particular thing. I need a particular preservative or a particular set of cells, skin cells, melanocytes. If I need it, I know it's a group of people down there in South Georgia. Not only South Georgia, because they done moved all around the world. They done moved all around America. They from South Georgia, but they done moved all around America. And the radium springs in other areas around America. I know people who live closer to these springs for a certain period of time have trace amounts of this element in them. So they are preserved. They look young forever. You know, it's the fountain of youth that we've been looking for. And people think of the fountain of youth, they think how you look. It's not just how you look, it's all of your organs. Your organs do not age. Your organs do not age. That is the fountain of youth. Your organs don't age, just like your face ain't aging. I said, you know, how I think is we kind of freeze at 35 to me. However you look at 35, if you're a Negro in America, however you look at 35, that's how you're gonna look all the way until you about up to 80. It's like a whole period that just freeze. Like you take a picture of a person at 35 and then look at them at 45 and then 55. Ain't gonna be no too much of a big difference. They might have a wrinkle and they might have a little bit more gray hair. But even with the gray hair, we can make our gray hair reverse. It's a work of art. And this white scientist over here has been over here since Germany occupied America, running tests on this work of art that we call Negroes in America. We need more people in here. Okay, this is the morning show. Thank you for the super chat, CJ. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The work of art that we call Negroes in America. Imagine that conversation while they peek through the boo-boo. Hey, I missed it. Yeah, they're studying us, bro. Blacks have always been the subject of many medical research projects dating past the Tuskegee experiments. Now, Mike, who was doing the Tuskegee experiment? What the hell was German scientists over here testing Tuskegee Indians for, doing Tuskegee experiment? Those was Germans. Those were German scientists. Why, when we ask for reparations and restitution for this particular time period, all we gotta say is why was Germany occupying America? German scientists shouldn't have been with the Red Cross here in nigger neighborhoods doing syphilis experiments. That shouldn't have never happened. Those weren't Americans, so those were Germans. So yeah, just like you give the white folks money for the Holocaust, y'all need to drop some meat off to us too. But see, if we don't talk about this part of history, if we just say we were slaves, we need money for slavery. Slavery. You're not going to get no money for the Tuskegee experiment. Now, who just ran experiments on us from 2019 and up? Who just ran experiments on us via COVID-19? What demographic of people? Was that the Chinese? Was that the balloons? Was that the Chinaman balloons? Did somebody riddle me this? Was that the Chinaman balloons? Please click like and hear, guys, so more people can come. Make sure you thumbs up the video when you come in. Was that the Chinaman balloons? Is running experiments on us from COVID-19 all the way up, in conjunction with possibly the military, because DARPA was run, or still is run, by Stephanie, who that's a nigga name, but go off to Stephanie Thompson, who is North Korean or South Korean. She's Korean. She's over DARPA. DARPA made the Moderna vax, which is the spike vax. They knew, bro. They knew. They knew this was gonna kill these people. But we run an experiment because we need the genetic material. When you come in at 5:30, I'm explaining all of this. Now, we need the genetic material, but we also got balloons in the sky. Okay? I have a home in Albany. There you go. There you go. I'm in Charlotte too. The ones on the east side be crazy. I missed it. Oh, the plasma centers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Plasma, the liquid gold. This gold colored fluid in plasma is the hottest fluid that they have tracked so far on Earth. Now, that's the part that's missing from the whole thing. Why is Negro plasma so important? It's important because of the heat factor. It goes hand in hand with melanin. Melanin and the sun. The sun hits your melanin, you absorb it and reflect it back out. You absorb the rays and push it right back out. So plasma is tested in Kelvin, the same degree that the sun is tested in, because it's got to be some reason why you not only can absorb the sun, but you can reflect it back out. Why is these specimen of people, these dog folk, these niggers, these brownies, these darkies, these red bones, how is it that they can eat the sun, nigga, and spit it out? Yeah, that's why it's a war on woke. Because you too would like to be able to eat the sun and spit it out. You too would love messages from the sun. You too would love to do that. Because the sun eats you alive. The sun, you don't spit the sun out. The sun just sit there and eat you. Your skin done got flaky. You was in the sun for 5 minutes. You came in the house, you red and flake. You flaking like a biscuit. Or you hard like a bagel. It ain't funny for everybody, but for those who run the test, it's funny for them. It's some white people that don't do shit. Well, do I want to give them credit for not running tests? Here's the thing. Here's the thing why I group everybody in the same category. Here's the reason why. Because the white people who do treacherous stuff like this, they don't stop. The ones who don't do it don't stop the ones who do it. They don't say, hey, bro, that's wrong. So you have to group everybody into the same category. When you got a group of people who know it's wrong, but they don't necessarily think to warn them, not knowing that these folks did their genealogy, they already know Lawrence Arthur is your great granddaddy. He's a full nigga. But you only got one drop, so you probably gonna die last. They definitely gonna kill you. But anyway, if the good people don't stop the bad people, then everybody have to be grouped in one category. And then the Negro shields that they have out in the front to keep us distracted, these be the everything bagels. That's why they know everything. They are in place during every war, doing some kind of stuff to distract us from knowing that the war is actually on us. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Plasma centers are everywhere. And nobody has stopped these plasma centers yet. Nobody has stopped them. Because niggas don't need plasma. When the last time you seen a Negro go in there and say, can I get a plasma treatment? That's never. At best, the only fluid they gonna pump in the nigga body is some saline. IV. They're not gonna pump no plasma in your body because you make it. You make plasma. Okay? Yeah, and they pay you 800 for your plasma and then sell it for 30. No, they pay 800 for plasma? Bro, who pay 800 for plasma? Good morning, Keisha. Kim. They pay 800. Bro, Kim said they pay 800. When did they start paying 800 for plasma? I thought they paid $40. L Boogie said my brother-in-law asked me on Sunday why I was aging backwards. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna break all of this down at 5:30. Y'all, when the hell they start paying 800? I see why it be lines out there. Nigga finna pay the rent. Nigga finna pay the rent, boy. Nigga finna pay that mortgage off. I thought they were charging I thought they were paying people about $40. I didn't know they were paying. I see why people be lined up. Golly, when I ain't know they paid that much for plasma, but I always wonder, like, get your ass out that line. I swear to God. I see the plasma center in Atlanta, boy. I just wanted to roll out and say, get your ass out that line. But I ain't know they were paying $800 either. Golly, bro. When a group of snakes are coming, are you going to try to separate the poisonous ones from the non-poisonous ones? Nah, that's what I'm saying. You can't. You really can't. You really can't. You really just can't. It's just like, hey, all right, all y'all going together. All right, if y'all can't separate yourselves, then you finna go in the same group in 5, 4, 3, 2, all you group together. And that's just what it is. Y'all. Exactly who is paying 800? I thought it was that's Brandon, me and you both. Now, y'all can give us the drop on what they paying 800 at. Oh shit, 800 for some shit, 800 for some plasma, and then they charge a lot for plasma treatments. Plasma treatments are not cheap, but you don't need no Negroes in America don't need plasma treatments. So plasma is used to correct birth defects. Not only birth defects, just some of these effects that adults have. In fact, this gonna sound mean, but just kind of bear with me here. People who have to walk in a straight line there and go to first lunch, everything bagels. Maybe a plasma treatment can cure that. Maybe they need some plasma treatments to cure that retardation. Now that I think about it, maybe some plasma treatment can cure the retardation. Because there's plenty retardeds out here. Anybody that say America is Amaru, which is Tupac's middle name, maybe that's a plasma treatment. Maybe that's somebody said the 5 civilized tribes was the Moors. Maybe that is a plasma treatment. Man. Somebody said 800, that's a part-time job. It's not the African genome that's under scrutiny. It's not advances in stem cells. It's not none of that. It's not, see, you got me with that African genome. It's not the African. They don't give a damn about the African genome. Because if they gave a damn about the African genome, they would not be in America. China put out during COVID that they need more American bodies. They didn't say they need more African bodies. They didn't give a damn what was happening in the continent of Africa. They don't give a damn about that new specimen they just found in the caves of Africa that said it's half human. Sound like a breeding farm to me. Sound like a splicing clinic to me. Seems like they were splicing things over there on that dirt in order to make humans. Big walking incubator. They don't care about African genome. They don't care about African genetics. They don't care about African genetics. In fact, that's probably one reason why they call you African Americans and make a point to call you African American, because it throws you off. It'll throw you off. Let's see. Let me see. If you're gonna give their plasma, they need to charge more for plasma. Really, they do, because they're it's a lot to make a payment. I mean, to make to do a plasma treatment, it costs a lot. It costs a lot. They did a whole documentary. I got more likes than I got views. They did a whole documentary back in the day. Remember the movie Splice? Splicing these hoes, boy. No, I know a brother who goes 4 times a week. That boy rich, boy. That boy going 4 times a week. That boy got a bag. He don't want to be out. He don't want to be online doing the money phone. He be online doing the money phone for sure. That boy rich, ain't it? Somebody said it's y'all need to quit. Y'all like, go and get the people y'all play with. Coworker called me and told me she gave her plasma for $800. I guess she was trying to get a referral fee. She lives in Georgia. Dang. They do all they can to kill us off, but need everything we got to live themselves. Exactly. When I was in Florida last year, they were advertising for more people with O blood to donate. Yes. Yes. Somebody said exactly who is paying $800? Because inquiring minds want to know. Oh, shit. Y'all need to quit. There's many German towns in Maryland. Yeah, there's German towns all over the place. I'm saying, this is what I'm saying though. How was Germany able to occupy America? Somebody said his inside dried up. Buddy ain't got no more liquid left. All Buddy got left is the water that he drank. Golly. Queen Janice, was it American Crystal series you were talking about metformin? I think I was talking about metformin when I was, yeah, it was. But I've been talking about metformin for a while because metformin was one of the medication that was pulled off the shelves during this COVID thing. But it was so quietly done, and I'm like, y'all got more Negroes in America on metformin, and then y'all can quietly recall it. But then they explain why the recall was. They didn't explain why the recall happened. But yeah, I don't talk about metformin on multiple occasions. But yeah, I think it was part 1 of American Crystals when I brought up the pharmaceuticals. Is it part 1 or part 2? But watch both part 1 and part 2 when we get off here, because part 3 is gonna be a doozy. Part 3 is gonna be a doozy. Thank you for the super chat, Holly Park. Blessings to you. Hope you receive my email. I'll check when I get off. Rodney. Thank you so much for the super. How did you shrink? Thank you so much for the super chat. I turned him into a squeeze Capri when I was trying to. He said they turned him into a squeeze Capri. Y'all be drinking the Capri Suns, after you done drunk all the fluid out, it just be all wrinkled. Tell that boy he need to slow down, bro. Y'all need to tell y'all friend, y'all bro, y'all boy need to slow down giving that plasma out, cause it ain't worth it, bro. Y'all need to tell these boy it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Shit. To that boy too. They saying metformin has anti-aging and other properties. I'm seeing more white people on it. Now, did they take it off the shelf? Because they recalled metformin during this COVID crisis. Did they take it off and reformulate it and then put it back on the market to do that? Because the metformin had been out for years before anybody had even touched it or tried to recall it. During COVID, they took metformin, they recalled metformin, and now they put metformin back out. Not only that, the medication, the pen, the diabetes pen, they done start using the diabetes pen for weight loss, big time weight loss. Also, it created a trend because some of the housewives, some of the Atlanta housewives had started using the diabetes pen and notice how much weight they started losing. And so then it just kind of went viral on TikTok. Like a lot of these housewives, girl, I don't know whether that was Portia or Nene or both. They start using the diabetes pen. So if you got that look the pen that you have to shoot in your stomach, they shoot those pins in their stomach, and boy, weight just wherever you shoot it, the fat just dissolves. So much so that the diabetes company, they are now trying to formulate a pen that allows people to lose weight. Because it was gonna be a shortage in diabetes medication because all the girls had started, girls and guys had started using it to lose weight. Every way you shoot that shit on a pocket of fat, it was dissolving fat. It had started dissolving the fat. So you over at your grandmama house, your granddaddy house, trying to sneak a pen. You all in their pen stand trying to see, can you shoot it in your arm to dissolve the fat? And it was doing it too. And I'm telling you, Google it, Nay. Look it up, Nay. Look it up, Nay. They started using that thing to dissolve fat, bro. Sure did. They sure was. They surely was. They were dissolving the fat. Now, okay, so yesterday it was released. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday it was released that China man who put that balloon in the sky. They said the balloons was specifically being flown over American military bases. And this was NBC that put this out because these are the reports that they got back from the people who were over, I guess, telling folks what the balloons was doing. So the balloons was flying over military bases now, and it was sending real time. It was real time sending results back to, I think, Beijing. I think it was Beijing. So whatever it sees in real time, it can send the data back to Beijing. Send it back to China. So they said the balloons was flying over China. Now, mind you, this is a big moon-like balloon. I called it a moon. I said, this is a fucking moon. This is a moon that we've been seeing in the sky the whole time. And it got a big satellite up under it, but you can't see the satellite. You just see this big round apparatus that's called a moon. I mean, a balloon. Okay, so it came out yesterday after they shot the balloon down and, you know, they did all they gonna do to study the balloon. They released their findings. So as they were talking about the balloon flying over specific military bases in America, collecting intel and sending it back to China, it made me think, like, why would it do that? How would it know the coordinates to some of these military bases? Some of these military bases are no-fly zone. How did you find a Chinaman, ma'am? Unless you got somebody on the inside of the military giving you where to go. Because some of these military bases, you can't simply Google and find out where they are. But they know the American people are not going to dig in it too much. And they know the people in the military are not going to dig in it too much because they don't care edgewise, because what they're doing at their military base, it ain't really doing nothing at their military base. Renting drills, eating, sleeping. You know? So it don't matter. But at the end of the broadcast, they said that it was a weather balloon. I see. That's what my antennas peak. My thing is they waited all the way, so you had to watch the whole thing. And it's the clips of it are on YouTube. They waited all the way until the end. Y'all gonna see all these weather balloon clips on YouTube now. They waited all the way to the end of the broadcast to announce it. Oh yeah, by the way, that was a weather balloon. No, stay right there. Stay right there, because it's tornadoes happening all over the place. California was under snow. Now it's back hot. Dams broken and places flooded. Now tell her what that balloon really was doing. Was that a cloud seeding balloon? Was the satellites in the balloons making contact with the weather machines that was on the ground and spinning those tornadoes in specific areas where there is minerals like gold and copper? Can somebody riddle me this? How they waited all the way to the end of the broadcast and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, guys, it was a weather balloon." No, baby, cause property was destroyed via your little weather balloon. So can the people who property was destroyed sue you for flying your little weather balloon? How would China pay for flying a weather balloon across American skies? And I don't want y'all to miss this either. Don't miss this either. The balloon was shot down over South Carolina specifically because they was able to use some ruling saying that it was sovereign. The balloon flew over sovereign territory. Now it wasn't sovereign territory when it was flying over certain states. Well, as it got into South Carolina, they was able to shoot it down because they said the balloon was flying in sovereign territory. Now the reason they was not gonna shoot it down is because, according to them, according to Chinaman, ma'am, everybody fly weather balloons. Well, not they ain't call it weather balloon. They only just called it weather balloons yesterday. But everybody fly balloons in each other's country. But you flew it over South Carolina, and you said, "Well, we gonna shoot this down because you flying it now. Now you flying it over sovereign territory. Now stay right there. Hold it." Can somebody explain what y'all mean by sovereign territory? Because the Negroes in America talking about land patents and heirs property. You know, this is property that can never be sold for real, for real. This is property that belongs in our family forever. It's on the patent. It say forever. That means it's sovereign. That means this is a sovereign territory. Now, is it the fact that those land patents in South Carolina are not held in trust by the government via wartime or some other kind of clause, some other kind of law that they put in place? Because it ain't no clause on the land patents. It say forever. Now, it do say, well, the land patent don't say it, but the law says it. During times of war, if these land patents are held in trust, then the money that is collected for the trust is supposed to be dispersed back to the family. So if it's a time, if we're in war, and I had to put your plot of land in the trust, in American Trust or the Federal Reserve, then whatever we get off of your land, whether it's sweet potatoes or tobacco, or whether we're cutting down the pine trees, or because we need the wood, whether we're blowing up a rock because we need to extract the metal out the rock to build more ships, or extract the metal out the rock to build more planes or fighter jets for war, or extract the metal out the rock to build weaponry. We're then supposed to take the money and get a family the money that we make off of what we take. But during war, the family was just so happened killed, right? It's the war on woke. During the war on drugs, some of the air, we killed the group of the heirs. During the war on woke, it sounded like a cute little war, but it's a war. So we gonna kill another group of the heirs. And we're gonna have some everything bagels out here, distracting them, telling them they from Africa, or telling them they're indigenous, but with a twist. You indigenous, but it's only because the Moors came over here and smashed a few Indians. The Indian women weren't smashing the Moors. Give me one example. I give you an example of Moors stealing or capturing princesses. The women didn't want to fuck. We don't want to fuck y'all today. Niggas look weird. You smell weird. Them hats look stupid. What is that big red hat you got on? Nigga, you're not getting no pussy with that hat on. I know this the morning show. We cussing a little bit. Maybe the money that I make off the show, I can invest in one of those little bleeping machines that bleep out the cuss word. But some words is not a replace. Sometimes it's not a replacement for some of these words. Y'all look goofy in those hats, and we done told you that. So if those were the same hats that you were wearing back yesteryear, I know you ain't getting their pussy. So you're not indigenous because of some Moors. Some Moors came from Spain and smashed your 38th great grandmama. And here you go today. That's not how none of this happened. Point is, the balloon was shot down over South Carolina. They said it was sovereign territory. That's why they was able to shoot it down. I said, I wonder how many people caught that. I wonder how many of my listeners caught that. Because today in South Carolina, it's still families in South Carolina. Like NBC said when they went to South Carolina, they said, do you think you could protect your land? It's Negro families in South Carolina today. Police can't even go on their land without permission. These families ain't all online, loud. They just softly talk. They also not teaching you what to do either, unless you already know. If you know, you know. They also have to fight to get things like FEMA to help them during natural disasters because they're supposed to be sovereign. That means if a natural disaster happened to them, they're supposed to be able to afford to pick themselves up by their bootstraps. If we put a weather machine over your property and now spawn a tornado, let me tell y'all something. I don't give a damn if it sounds like I got a tempo or kufi on. These weather machines are very real. And at some point, we got to say, well, okay, let me just research it. Let me just research, is there an actual thing of a weather machine? Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, Americans is not in China with no damn weather machine. We don't give a damn about what's going on in China. We don't care that you niggas is breathing in smog. We don't care that she's overcrowded over there. We don't care that you got ghost cities. We don't care that all y'all look alike. We don't care that all y'all look like you was born in an incubator. We don't care about the food y'all eat. We don't care that you niggas eat goddamn bats and cats and rats. We don't care that you eat it with chopsticks. We don't care about your chicken eyes. We don't care about nothing. But y'all come over here in America, encroach on our territory. Insert yourself into our business in an effort to get more American bodies, their words, not mine, in an effort to kill more people so that you can have a better lab to create more of whatever you're trying to create. Americans is not in China doing none of the above. All we ask is that you niggas keep making our iPhones. Nigga, that's it. You make our iPhones, we pay you for them, and that's an even exchange. We didn't tell y'all to come over here and start killing folks. We didn't tell y'all to fly no weather balloons, no spy balloons. We didn't tell you none of that. We made TikTok great for you, and it's the thanks we get. We was the ones killed with the China man virus. And now you niggas launch a war on woke. That's the thanks we get. As if you ain't already killed enough people. Y'all don't kill y'all people though. Because you can't, the genetic material of your people is not as useful. It's going to age. It ain't going to age backwards. It's going to age forward fast. You niggas going to be looking like you're 80 and you ain't number 26. It ages too quickly. So you need a preservative, whether that's plasma or melanocytes. And you're right down the street from Africa, so you technically should be going to Africa to get all of the genetic material that you need. But you don't want to go to Africa because you may run into too much of that albino stuff. Albinoism. You don't want that in your genetic material at all. You want pure USDA nigga blood, plasma, skin, organs, and etc. Weather machine shot down in South Carolina. People in South Carolina be minding their own business. They ain't have to send Harriet Tubman this time to be a spy. All that did was send the weather balloon. Gee golly gosh. They didn't need you this time, Harriet. Like they did during the Civil War when they sent Harriet down there to South Carolina to spy on them niggas. So they can tell the Union, oh, this nigga got this farm, this nigga got this plantation, that's a group of niggas over there. That's what spies do. They weren't spying on white folks. That's a Negro state. They ain't need Harriet this time. All they did was send a spy balloon. Now, I won't be shocked if a natural disaster happens in South Carolina next. Because they already sent a spy balloon to fly over the whole place. The United States should have shot that shit down a long time ago, but it waited till it got off the coast of South Carolina. Not only that, guys, according to the reports that was released on yesterday, China had full control of the balloon. They can make it go back, forth, spin around in circles, do front was flip, back was flip. They can make it go east, west. So they just had the goddamn balloon up there doing the cha-cha slide, nigga. They had the balloon up there doing the cha-cha, all kind of cha-cha slide. Everything that they learned off TikTok, all the nigga dancing that they learned off TikTok, they had the damn balloon up there doing They had the balloon up there in the sky doing whatever dances, nigga. Had that whole up there dancing. So you didn't have to fly over South Carolina. If you knew it was sovereign territory, you could have backed the balloon up. Like a U-Haul truck. But you ain't do that. Because you trying to Harriet Tubman, South Carolina. To see who's who and where's where. Because it's sovereign territory. And do you think you can protect your land? The same NBC that said, "Do you think you protect your land?" When they went down there to Bucksport to interview them people, was the same NBC that just released that these niggas had a weather balloon over South Carolina, and the American government waited. The toughest military in the world waited. Hell, you could have got about 10 of us. We'd put our goddamn ARs in the sky and tried to shoot that whole down had we known. I don't know how far our bullets would have went up, but we damn sure tried it. I'd enjoy shooting a few rounds in the air at that son bitch, to be honest. I got some NATO rounds. Anybody said we was going to protect NATO at all costs? Anyway, you waited until they got all the way off the coast of South Carolina before you shot that hole down. You should have shot that hole down a long time ago. Because I'm sure it went. In fact, if the balloons was traveling all over these military sites, why the military sites didn't shoot the balloon down as it was traveling over the sites? It makes no sense to me. Is it just me? Is it just me, guys? Because to me, this is all tied into the war on woke. Omega, that balloon was definitely trying to find y'all property. I wish you could have shot that whole down. Omega Red said that balloon was trying to find him, but it was too many trees though. Omega Red, when there's too many trees, that's when they send their bugs out of the balloon, because you know that bitch had bugs in it too. You ain't finna tell me that damn balloon didn't have bugs, spy drones, fly drones, gnat drones, bee drones, which are called algorithm, bat drones, bird drones. You ain't finna tell me that was just a balloon full of air. No, that whole had drones in it. For instances where there's too many trees, release the birds. Because we need to see what nigga live on that property, because we finna come take it. It's sovereign territory too. So if we kill the heirs, then that's it. It's ours forever. Until we get killed. But Negro heirs don't retaliate. They just take it. Because they think ain't nobody after them for real. Because they don't be focused on it. Because you got all these everything bangers out here telling them they from Africa. They looking at Ghana. They're not looking at the fact that these people use the word sovereign territory in South Carolina in the same sentence. Everybody that's in South Carolina should have used that to buck the whole system. At that point, and I'm not even the type of person that say buck the system. Y'all know I ain't even that type of person. But at that point, when they said that shit, and you was in South Carolina, you got to strike when the iron is hot. Oh, the government just said it was sovereign territory. So why you pulling me over, Mr. Officer? Now everybody in jail should have got let loose that day. If it's sovereign territory, then who got jurisdiction? Now jurisdiction should have came in mind, but y'all won't talk about jurisdiction every other day except the day that it matters. It's Tuesday. What the day is? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's a more somewhere that's finna get pulled over, and he gonna be hollering about jurisdiction in the area where the government clearly got jurisdiction. He gonna be hollering about he's sovereign and it's his jurisdiction issue, and then what they gonna do? They gonna bust the windows out of this shit, lock his ass up, throw him in jail. Cause this ain't the area where you can argue jurisdiction. Not over here. They said wherever they shot that balloon down in South Carolina, wherever that hoe was traveling, that was sovereign territory. I ain't hear not what was the Moors. I didn't hear not one Israelite, and everybody was quiet, crickets. Nobody got let out of jail that day. Nobody cared. In fact, I ain't even heard too many Negro platforms even mention the balloon. They'll mention Jaguar Wright sex tape though. As if we care about an ugly girl fucking the ugly guy anyway. Who cares? It's two ugly niggas fucking. I don't want to see two ugly niggas fuck. Why is y'all talking about this? I beg your pardon. This the War on Woke show. They said they called it War on Woke. I just took it. Now I know a lot about war, heat about war, so I can break this stuff down every day, all day. They said it's a war on you, but instead of you trying to break down, okay, well, how's it a war on woke? I'm clearly woke. I'm conscious. But however, I'm just talking about Jaguar Wright sex tape today and not discuss anything about this war on woke. Because I'm an Israeli Moor from Africa. Why they ain't flying no balloons over Africa? If they care so much about the African genome, whoever said that in my chat, why they ain't fly the balloons over Africa? Not damn balloon has been flown yet, because they don't give a damn about no damn Africa. All right, I'm doing too much. All right, y'all. All right. Okay, we'll see what they said. Maybe I'm not doing too much. Oh, it said Mega. Hey, be careful though, Michael. Be careful there. If you done flew a balloon over you. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just trying to break it down. I'm just trying to break it down as best as I can, guys, because this is a war on woke, and I'm not finna let that shit just fly past my ears and just let it keep flying. No, when it fly past my ears, I'm gonna bring it on back and I'm gonna let it stay right there. War on woke, you say. Repeat tu, por favor. You say it's a war on woke. What you mean, woke? Is you talking about the niggas in America? Let me know so I can release the ancestors on your ass. Let me know. So we ain't got to use our weapons. We can use the weapon of spirituality. American spirituality. Negro spirituality. That's the best weapon I have ever discovered. They still control the rain. To this day. Now, that being said, I want to get y'all thoughts in. Weigh in. What do y'all think about those weather balloons, and what do y'all think about South Carolina being called sovereign territory? Does that make you want to research your family even more? Does that make you want to fight harder? Y'all weigh in. And if you're watching this on the replay, weigh in the comment section. How do you feel about these Chinaman man weather balloons that they said can go back, front, side to side, and that they knew was flying over military bases and sending real-time data back to China military command centers? But none of the military bases that they flew over was able to detect the balloon because it looked like a mere moon in the sky, and that's the excuse that I'm going to use for our military men, because I never was to go against our military men, not live in front of these hoes, no way. It looked like a moon in the sky. I saw the same shit they said. It's just a moon. It just looked like a moon. Yeah, the sun not over here, but that got to be a moon. So yeah, left, right, left. On with your regular day. On with that drill. Get down. Give me 10 push-ups. On with your regular day. Cause that's just a moon. Ain't nothing to be, you know. What y'all think? Do we need a better military system to detect spy balloons? Because any base should have been able to shoot them some bitches down. They said they were flying over military bases. What you flying over military bases for is my question. Are y'all finna target our military men and women? It's China Man, ma'am. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Daisy. I appreciate it. Is China Man, ma'am, about to target our military? Because you've already targeted the American people with your China vaccine and your China virus. So now are you finna go specifically after the military people? And China knows about the one drop, so they're not gonna, ain't Gates clicked in with them China man ma'ams. So they don't give a damn about you ain't got but one drop. Now they didn't say if you only have traces of Negro blood, and they didn't call it African either. The one drop rule didn't have nothing to do with African. The one drop rule was Negro blood. They specifically said American Negro blood, Indian blood. You didn't say nothing about Africa, especially during that time. They knew Africa was a continent, but they weren't tracing African blood. They didn't give a damn about African blood. They was over here in America testing, and they said if you got one drop of it's this American Indian blood, this Negro blood, then your body can do some interesting stuff. You can perhaps produce a version of carbon. You ain't gonna have a heap of carbon, but you're gonna have a trace amount of carbon that's going to preserve your organs longer than the average white man. And they hated that. Because at the time, Negro women wasn't just chasing white men to fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I need one of them machines bad, bro. They weren't just chasing around white men to have no sexual encounter with. Maya Angelou said she thought white people was invisible. I agree. Thank you, Christopher Williams. I appreciate it. I agree. I agree. We wasn't just trying to have sex with white men, even today. I don't see no heap of black women. See, y'all don't be black men, Negro men. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a secret. Y'all see a lot of interracial couples today, and again, I don't have no problem with interracial couples because y'all ain't even in the fight. Y'all don't know what y'all got going. Y'all ain't even in the fight. Y'all soft targets to me. But a lot of these YouTube channels that just be in y'all algorithm, these Instagram channels and stuff that be in y'all algorithm with all these black women and white men, and them don't be American women. Trust me when I tell you. We got a whole different mentality. We ain't running a white man for nothing. A lot of us would rather be by ourselves than to deal with that shit. And it's beyond the 2-inch dicks, cause they done start getting little meat implants and stuff. So they had probably about 4 1/4. But it's beyond the 4 1/4. We just don't want it. These niggas went to lynching people and was standing in the picture smiling. That's a monster of a different kind. These niggas went to burning whole cities down and bragging about it. Talking about they fought in World War II. What the hell did you do in World War II? You veteran, you? Oh, you was over the brigade that was burning the cities down? Or was you with the brigades that was building the dams to flood the cities later on? Because at this point, if you white and you say you was a World War II veteran, you need to specify. You need to specify because, to be honest, lynch march was organized too quick for them to just be regular white folks. Regular white folks don't organize that quick today. These motherfuckers seem like they was on command to me. And with the KKK shit being up at West Point, it further proves that these niggas was militarized. to form them lynch mobs, to string them black men up from trees. And we know y'all niggas know how to make noose, because in the quartermaster's manual, it teaches you how to make a noose. It teaches you about different types of rope. In the master's, aka the quartermaster's manual. That's why they're so expensive and so hard to find. See, all of us ain't just out here looking pretty. Okay. Some of us are out here really. See, we are America. That's us. Beyond being American, we are America. This is Laurentia. We are the Laurentia of old. That's us. The spirit in us is the same spirit. The harmony in us, the same harmony that's coming from the American trees. That's us. So ain't too much you can do over here that's going to go past some of our ears and past some of our head. Ain't too much going to go over some of us. Ain't too much going to go over some of our heads. Yeah. We got too many ancestors in the ground giving us intel from the sky. As above, so is below. We're right in the middle, the shadow beneath thy hands. Okay? And while we stand in the shadows, we're not going to miss too much of nothing. Now that is the war on woke. They think that they can stop it by death. You can't stop it by death. I'm sorry to tell you. It only enhances it. They should know that. They do the studies. They do sleep studies. They do all kind of studies. They do all kind of studies, guys. Anyway, we're going to keep y'all on here long. Any questions? Somebody said white folks don't mess with white folks. There's some white people out here, like I said, that don't be doing none of this goofy ass shit. I need all 300 and some of y'all to click like. There's some white folks out here that don't be doing none of that goofy stuff. But the white folks out here that don't be doing the goofy stuff cannot stop the ones that do. And so that's the situation. Like what Chief Scipio said. When a group of poisonous snakes is coming to you, when a group of snakes is coming to you, are you going to sit there and say, okay, that is not a poisonous snake, that's a poisonous snake? No, you just going to either shoot all the snakes or you're going to move out the way. And so what we do, we just move out the way. Because I'm not finna sit here and deal with all this shit. Y'all, I need one of the machines bad. I'm not finna sit here and deal with this stuff. So, I'm going to move out the way. I'm going to let y'all have this room because it's clearly full of snakes. And I know some of you said you're not poisonous and you're on our side, but I'm going to just go in this room over here. And if you're not poisonous and if you're on our side, then you need to deal with these ones over here that's poisonous. That's it. That's on period. They probably was finna end her career, Love De Niro. You know, she was out there. They probably was about to end her career and had to do it. When you out there in the forefront in the public like that, them people have to do what they got to do to keep their family fed. So they say. I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have did none of that shit. But it's a clip of Maya Angelou talking about how the white people stayed on near her, but all the land was owned by her grandmom, and for the longest she thought white people was invisible. But she was specifically saying in the video that all the land was owned by her grandma. So yeah, she did marry somebody white. I don't know, but a lot of times they was married who, you know, who were keeping them poems afloat. Life for her hadn't been no crystal style. You had to keep that in front of everybody. Shit. It had nails in it and boards torn up. Anyway. Oh Lord, I need to be one of the machines today. I need to treat this thing like a radio show and limit my profanity. I belong on the nighttime. I belong as much as I like this morning show. Oh Lord, I'm just a Southern girl in a Southern world. Please forgive me for all those sensitive ears. Ain't no cheering in the car. It's 12. At least I waited until the cheering got out the car. Okay, can I get some credit for that? At least I waited till the cheering got out. I won't cuss in front of the babies. It's 10:45. It shouldn't be no cheering in the car right now. Unless they too little to even understand what I'm saying anyway. Unless they 2 or 3 or something, they ain't got no school. Okay? Omega Red said, if anybody need a man, hit his DMs. He has long locks for your play and pleasure. I can't. Okay, let me see what that covers up is. Move, get out of the way. Exactly. Caribbeans need to stop sleeping with the colonizer. Africans can do whatever. It really do. Cause see, the Caribbeans are our genetics. A lot of them are anyway. And I can trace the Caribbeans back to America. But I haven't really just honed in on the Caribbean to start teaching about it because it's still a divide in amongst the Caribbean people. And I already know how counterintelligence work. Once I put my research out, then they're gonna spin it, right? And so until the Caribbean people in the Caribbean get on our American side, I'm not gonna say nothing from my platform about it. You know, I'm not, cause they too far on African side, so they'll get what I'm saying and spin it. It's just a slippery slope. Now the people I will talk about are obvious people like Bahamians in certain parts of Haiti, in certain parts of Jamaica, but you know, even the Spaniards, the Moors, they went over there to Haiti and started fighting them Haitians. The people don't talk about that. You know, everybody just trying to put Moors as some kind of hero. Them was the fuck niggas of the world. Like, don't be that guy. Like, don't be that guy, bro. Those was really the fuck niggas of yesteryear. They was over there fighting them black folks over in Haiti. They was over here getting their ass beat over here in America because with all their might, they was trying to get on American soil, just like they trying to do today. A lot of these big time Moors, they can't even come to America. A lot of these niggas locked up in Japan and shot up cross seas somewhere because they ain't got no birth certificate. They don't have no passport. They don't have no ID. They don't have nothing. They can't get over here. You know, but they sitting here teaching online as if they reporting live from America, bro. You're not in America, bro. Bro, your IP address says New Zealand. And that's not a VPN on that. That's a real IP address. That should say T-Mobile. Bro, your IP address says you're in Japan. Why are you speaking on Negro issues? You need to be speaking on the Japanese. You need to be speaking on Japan. Okay? Tell us about the Japanese basketball league, if you will. No, speak on nigga business like you're here. Okay? Okay. Anyway, this is the best morning show on the planet. I had one cup of coffee. It's gone. Daisy sent me another one, but if I get up and make another cup of coffee, then I mean I get off camera, go make the coffee, wait till it brew, then come back on camera, so I ain't gonna do that. I will be on here at 5:30. I've never done 2 shows in a day. The 5:30 show is not gonna be long. It's American Crystals. but it's just something that I need to say. It's just something I need to say. Okay. I mean, I should sleeping with these Neanderthals. Oh, full Neander. Um, yeah, they're mostly African and Caribbean women. Yeah, they are parading these white men around like it's the best thing since sliced bread, bro. Like how that meat set up, how that breath set up, how that hair set up. And all white men ain't built the same, but I just got a problem right now because I feel some type of way because y'all know I got a gun channel. If you all don't know, like I'm training to be a competition shooter. And so I follow a lot of gun tubers. And I ain't been too long. I had to unfollow my favorite white gun tuber, bro. And well, my he was my favorite. I had to unfollow him because, you know, he's special forces. He always wear a mask, so won't nobody be able to tell his identity. He a white boy though, you know, you can tell that by his arms and his legs. And hairy, dirty legs. Most of the time he wear camo. And he be talking about techniques, techniques that you can do, you know. And one of his videos he was talking about, you know, shooting big tall Anunnakis and all this kind of coded language. And I'm like, wow, man. You talking all this shit, bro, like ain't no black folk watching you. Y'all know when these people be talking about apes and Anunnaki and big tall shooting. He said, what he said, Omega something, you know, shooting these types of genetics of people. And I'm like, bro, my granddaddy was 7 feet tall. You know, he was military. So what are you saying? Like that shit made me so mad. That shit made me so mad that it's like these people, these white YouTubers, these gun tubers, they all be white military guys. Most of them be special forces, and then they be on their platform talking in code about shooting black folks. And how are you in the military in America and you're able to say shit like that? Because you can say you're former special forces. Well, if you former special forces and you're former military, then that means you can be called on anytime to fight. So who you gonna target if you don't like black folks? But I don't leave no comments in these people because I don't do stuff like that. I don't be leaving no comments. I just be listening to folks. You know, I don't want to hear no white American supposed to be American servicemen talking about the planet of the apes and shooting gorillas, and because you're not finna go to no zoo and shoot no fucking gorilla. Don't sit here and pretend like we don't know what you're talking about. You and your white crony. Don't sit here and pretend like we don't know what you're talking about when you was trained in our Navy. That their ship is named after an Indian tribe. That their fighter jet that you're flying is named after some nigga shit. For a reason. That's because this is still our land. So, I just don't be liking none of that shit, man. And then our black service, our Negro military men don't be online talking all that shit. Talking all that coded shit like that. You know? If they even online at all, they don't be doing all that. But it's like these white boys is trying to prepare for something. Like as if they trying to prepare to fight in a war on woke or something. And so I just unfollow. I just unsubscribe from people, bro. I just unsubscribe from people. But yeah, so if you're in the military, go look at these white gun tubers. Go look at some of these white gun tuber channels. This and that, these boys. Just listen at some of the stuff they saying on their channel. They are really they are the same. I ain't gonna get into it. I'm gonna tell you this though. While we got all these everything bagels out here trying to talk about seeing aliens and shit, they talking about actually killing aliens, Planet of the Apes and all this shit. They actually talking about today. You're not gonna kill no great alien. You're not talking about green men. You're not finna go to the zoo and kill no ape. You sitting here talking shit under all these black boys who is trying to learn how to shoot. You talking shit up under all their channels. And then on your channel, you slick talking about killing an ape, but in a tone as if you're joking. So all these top hatters and these Israelites that's doing all this marching and shit, go on the white boy channel and listen to what they saying. Cause they talking about killing. They training to kill. Whether it's killing soft targets or whether it's they planning to get a contract to do whatever. Don't act like it ain't no private military contracts out here up for grabs. These boys training to kill. And I'm a girl and watching it. Not saying I'm just watching. And I ain't even watching from this page. I'm watching from a whole other page. So they really don't know who I am. They really have no clue. Yeah. Now some Omega, one of them channels, not one of them, a lot of them channels, they really Navy Special Forces, bro. They talk about they Special Forces, bro. The one I just unsubscribed to, cause he was talking about murdering the big tall Anunnakis and all this shit. He really is Special Forces. He done said what city and all that shit. And the other channel, it's 3 of them on there. They Navy Special Forces. Apes, zombies, aliens, yeah, they got the Zerk crew and all that stuff, bro. These people are training to kill. They just waiting on the contract. They just waiting on the contract. And if you ask me, if I use my good brain, I would say, well, hell, I've always trying to figure out how these murders happen in the hood. Boy, you can't shoot no moving targets like that. So you got the group of niggas want to kill you, and you got the white boys, they want to kill you too. And then the white boys want to kill the black boy that want to kill you. So it's like, not you like me, but I'm just saying. You just really need to tighten up. Folks need to tighten up. Our men, I'm just telling y'all, go look at some of these white channels. Go look in the gun tuber community and just listen to them. Like it's a group of white men, they sit on their panel. They all say they're Navy SEALs. That's the first name they like throwing out. I don't know whether that's because that's what they feel like the toughest or what. But some of them be talking about how they was contracted with the CIA. Contracted with the CIA to do what? I know what that means. I know what it means. I know exactly what they're talking about because I already did my research on it. They openly talk about their contracts with the CIA and shit. You ain't contracted with the CIA to play patty cake. You're a contract mercenary with the CIA. These people don't have no smiles and shit on their face. They just talk. They don't use profanity. They just talk really white. And they're expressionless. They just see red. They don't care. They don't. Yes, I can. I know exactly who you are, Nasir. I can call you after I get off, in fact. If you're available. I don't know if you're available. Well, email me your availability if we can do it, and we can do it like that. But yeah, these people, I want all black men, all Negro men, all American Indian men to look at what these white boys saying. I really, you know what I'm saying, the one that I was following quite a few of them, but I really felt some type of way. Like I was like, because I like his channel. You know, I like his channel. But it's just, you know, when it came when the True Colors came out, And I wasn't the only one that called it. It's quite a few other people called it too. And I just quietly unsubscribed. I was like, wow, bro. I just quietly unsubscribed. Like they're ready. But like I said, the thing that I don't like about the gun tuber community is that when black boys, the young black boys, they're trying to train, they're trying to learn about guns, and it's been an uptick in Negro boys, American boys, trying to learn about different different bullet calibers, and learning whatever they can learn to protect themselves and their family. And I admire that. But you have a group of white boys a lot of times under fake pages downing them, discouraging them, telling them they ain't shooting good, and telling them this and that. They're already explaining their page. Like I'm new. Yeah. Omega said they fake. We can't talk about our missions nor what we did until after 20 years. That's Navy law. Well, maybe they is fake. Maybe they is fake. But they sure be talking about some shit. In fact, I'm gonna send you one of the channels. I'm gonna text you one of the channels so you can see whether they fake. One of them boys in Carolina. But yeah. They be talking about contracts. Anyway, I love y'all. I ain't mean to go off on that tangent. But I just want y'all to be aware that it is when the government or whoever put out something that's called the war on woke. It's no different when they put out the war on drugs. It's no different. They was targeting a certain specific group of people, just saying that they're doing now. They targeting a certain specific group of people. I hope they don't think they will live after said war. They are motivated by pay, not by obligation. I don't know. Okay, Phyllis. They have act like they are barbarians. They don't know nothing else. They warmongers. A lot of them are war babies. I be at the gun range too in Cali. Yes. Those white boys are extremely paranoid and scary because they know they so like, oh my God. That's what it is, Eternal Beauty. Because one guy, you can just tell he paranoid. And that is, like I said, that's the war on woke. Because you guys are waking up, we are woke about the land issue. And they are woke about how they got here. They are woke about what they inherited or what they are due to inherit. And they got children. So they are willing to fight for American land. Like they gonna fight about it. They gonna fight about it. They talking about different calibers and all this stuff to protect their land. They use that type of verbiage, but they use it as if they're gonna protect the land from people from foreign invaders. But no, you protect it from foreign, and you also is thinking domestic. We're not terrorists. You cannot use terrorists and the Negro and even in the same sentence. You can't use terrorists and American Indian in the same sentence when we have to provide for the children in our family, when we have to provide and help our neighbor, when we have to love our neighbor and protect our neighbor and our elderlies in our community. You can't even add no terror. We done been through too much. We've been through too much. So that's that. I love y'all. I'll be back on here at 5:30. 5:30. Okay. Skeet shooting. Oh, it's some more to skeet shoot here in Metro Atlanta. Are they skeet shooting out in Camp Creek? They doing it's a range out there, outdoor range out there. I don't know whether you can skeet shoot out there though. They do. They be trying to intimidate us. Especially if you're a gun tuber. They don't really be on the black girls like that, but the black boys, they be calling them dumb and all kind of stuff. It's crazy. in countermeasure. It's this time to do a null hypothesis of the males so we can specifically study them for countermeasure. They're trying to provoke us into a civil war to use the law and weapons on us. I think so, Christopher. I think that's exactly what's trying to go on. It's a provoke that's they're trying to happen. This gun stuff, it's about us. It's always about us. You know, them specifically targeting the AK, that's a direct shot at us. This war on woke, that's a direct shot at us. It's all, but if it's a group of us that are everything bagels, the distractions, and then it's a group of us that's trying to really see, okay, why are y'all putting all this together? Because no mass shooting is going to happen. When a mass shooting happens, you don't automatically go to gun laws. When a mass shooting happens, you could have went to mental illness. Why would you automatically go to we need stricter gun laws? What is you talking about? You didn't even say, oh, condolences to the people who were shot. You automatically said we need stricter gun laws because this keep happening. It looked like you planned it. It makes it look like you planned it. So that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. I got you repair the beach. Can I find info on peacocks in my family who sanctums on the art? I'm telling you, bro. It's so much stuff on there. It's billions of files on the art. Already, because they scared as for old cowards. I love you too, CJ. It's so many of our peeps that have all kinds of weaponry, but they ain't gonna broadcast that shit. Exactly, Kim. That's what I said. A lot of the real men are on YouTube broadcasting, and how I think you shouldn't, unless you just want to teach the brothers who are trying to learn. If you are, because everybody ain't even able to teach it, but if you're able to teach it, it is a lot of brothers online that's trying to learn how to properly, use weapons. If you're able to teach, then teach. But everybody don't have to teach. Some people just need to be the shadow beneath thy hands. That's it. Just be the shadow. Cause you ain't gonna see how many boys gonna come out the shadow when you think it ain't no black men that's out here that skill. You don't know how many shadows gonna come from beneath those hands. And if you get the reference, you get the reference. Okay. Those gun laws is about us. I remember when we could not have certain guns or knives. That's right, Omega Red. That's right. That's right. That's right. Everything bagel versus cinnamon raisin bagel. Now the cinnamon raisin bagels, I like those. I like that. Anyway, y'all, I see y'all later on today. I love y'all. Y'all teach the kids that. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all later on today. Share this video with somebody. Bye. Be back on here at 5:30. Bye.